C&C Bros live on the air. Turn up. Let's go.
Oh God. It's the week before E3, and by the week, I mean we've got like 2 days until the Xbox conference. So,
wow. EA's tomorrow.
So, yeah, but who gives a fuck though, really?
EA's not on the same day as Xbox?
No, it's the day before.
Is that Bethesda?
Xbox is doing theirs at like 3:45 or whatever.
Bethesda's on Sunday. EA is tomorrow.
Man, no one cares about EA. Legitimately.
I would love to play a FIFA game again.
I'd love to play Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup again.
I'd love to play FIFA Street for the 8th time.
I never get tired of that game.
Will they make NBA Live great again?
No.
No, they
I would know. I've never played it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the whole point of this stream today is to get out some last minute updates on what we're playing, what we've been enjoying, what we enjoyed as a whole, and also what we're predicting is going to happen in this oh so joyous time of game news and whatnots. I already have a prediction, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll say it here. I have to do a dare. If Kingdom Hearts 3 does not get a release window, that Shelly and George give me.
Ooh.
Okay.
It has to be reasonable, and it won't send me to prison or make me lose my job.
Okay, since we know that these games aren't coming out for another 3 years, I bet Kingdom Hearts 3 won't even be at E3.
Had to refresh it.
Since we know that these games
that's fine. That's fine. If
headphones?
you want to make that prediction, it's perfectly acceptable to me. I don't care. But yeah, that's my proclamation. I'll do it. I don't care. Because I'm actually putting like my dignity on the line for this. Like I'll do it. So that being said, let's start off because I don't even have the topics. I sent you guys the topics like yesterday.
I found them yesterday when I was looking for the description. New Pokemon stuff was number 1.
Oh yeah. So we got some new Pokemon games, like kind of out of the blue. But I guess it's not really out of the blue because that's what happened with Sun and Moon last time.
It's right before E3.
But yeah, the big takeaways are Tekken. Is it DX or is it XD?
DX. Pokken Tournament DX.
Did I say Tekken?
Pokken. So,
okay,
I mean,
it's Pokken. That game looks good, and that's another game on the list of games that would make me want to get a Switch eventually. But I'm gonna need like 4 more. So.
They come just right. I guess for those in the dark, Pokken Tournament DX is, I guess, exactly as you would think it is. It's that port of Pokken Tournament, but all the characters that were added to the arcade version over in Japan are included. So we get Empoleon, Darkrai, Krogunk, Caesar. For the Switch release, we're getting Decidueye.
And that's it, right? Well, there'll be more DLC, but
we're getting more assists, but I don't remember what they were. Additional stages.
Why Decidueye?
Why not?
Well, he wasn't.
Did you want Primarina?
I feel like Incineroar would have been the obvious choice.
Would have been a better fit. No, I agree. But at the same time, I started Rowlet. I like Decidueye. I'm not going to deny it. I'm cool with that.
Oh yeah, like Decidueye is cool, but like I didn't use him hardly ever in my game.
Their big pushing point was that, it's a fighting game, but everything in here won't be strictly fighting type. Everything in here won't strictly be bipedal. I mean, they have Chandelure.
I love Chandelure.
That just sounds like a mistake.
It's very bothersome to fight.
See?
It's okay. I'll still play as Weavile.
I hate the Chandelure matchup. I really do.
I didn't know that you were getting a Switch, Brian.
Eventually, I am. Like, I've kind of like decided like, whenever like I have like money to burn, and it's like an extra Christmas season, I might end up trying to get it for Christmas next year before I like move out.
Christmas season.
Joking included and aside, Brian's gonna want something when he runs out of 3DS titles.
That's kind of what I'm anticipating too, because like I played Fire Emblem and I beat Fire Emblem, and I was like, well, shit, what do I do now? Like I'm really the only game on 3DS that I want currently that I might like go back and buy would be Majora's Mask, and I already know I don't like Majora's Mask, but so that would just be kind of a I kind of have to because it's a piece of history kind of thing.
You don't have to.
No, I don't have to, but I mean, I want to. Like, I want to play.
You're going to.
Yeah, but not right now, and that's the thing. Like, I was really disappointed though, like how short the new Fire Emblem actually turned out to be. Because I think I like marathon the shit out of that game for like 5 days in a row. And I only played it like religiously like 2 days for like almost 12 hours.
Gaiden in itself, which I guess is gauche of me saying this because I hadn't played Gaiden, but I imagine Gaiden in itself to be kind of short as it is already. So I didn't think we were going to get that much more from Echoes.
Well, I'll go ahead and talk about that more when we talk about that Fire Emblem and like whatever we're playing at the moment. But I wanted to go ahead and say that as far as the Switch goes, like there's a few titles that I would like to play, but there's not a lot of stay titles, if you know what I mean. Like Zelda is a stay title. Like that's an RPG, that's something that's immersive and that you can like sink a shit ton of hours into, right?
You need a time sink.
Yeah, I need playability and something that's fun and interesting. Like it can't just be like the same varied things, because like Pokken is fun, but I'm only gonna want to play when I'm around you guys, specifically you, George, because Chili won't get a Switch. But
or a Wii U.
You don't need a Wii U.
I mean,
but it's on the Wii U.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, but it's like, when would I ever play like Pokken unless I was with like someone who was a Nintendo buff? Because like, I wouldn't play it by myself all the time. Like I barely play Storm by myself. Like I think last time I touched it was when the Boruto DLC came out, and that was like for 3 days, and I was like, oh well, back to nothing. Because
I really hate you for making me get that. Because I knew I wasn't missing it.
I mean, it's a fun game, and I like playing it every now and then, but it's only fun when I have people around me that play it. So what I'll do is I'll bring it up there when I come up there to visit for my birthday, and then we'll all play.
Oh, Storm?
Yeah.
I got Storm.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Ryan, all three of us have Storm.
We'll play Overwatch locally.
I just had to reinstall it because I like deleted everything, so I could make room for Nier, because I wasn't playing Storm.
But yeah,
that's why you get that 1 TB.
That's what I'm about to get that 2 TB for. Tuberculosis.
Wow. I guess running back to Pokken. Yeah, characters included in the arcade version, more assists, Decidui. You can play locally now. I mean, you could always play locally, but with the Wii U, if you remember, one person had to use controller, one person had to use the gamepad, and it was 30 FPS when you played locally, and to play other people, you had to play LAN. Well, with the features of the Switch and everything, you can play locally, split screen, full frame rate.
Wait, it's still
it's still
in 30?
Not for split, it shouldn't be.
No, that's a U.
It was for the Wii U because like it was projecting 2 different things on 2 different screens, but the Switch, everything is up there and split screen. So
by the way, how does it feel to have those Joy-Cons in your hands? Like I've just been wondering about that.
It all depends on what you're playing. For Mario Kart, it's not bad, but then I tried playing Ultra Street Fighter 2, and it's a thing.
You need like the Pro.
These are a device.
Yeah.
I need $80 to buy an actual controller.
Yeah, which I mean, like with no, it's 70, not 80. A lot of people been throwing 80 around.
Because it's a nice round number.
I don't care how round it is.
It's got those curves.
I don't know. The number 8 is pretty round.
It's as round as you get, actually, besides 0.
But poking on the Joy-Cons will.
I don't know. The number 9's pretty
be
close.
an
Okay, shut up, Shelly. This bit's gotten old.
It'll probably still retain LAN. And
the number 6.
of course, local wireless. And yeah, hopefully a better netcode.
Well, I mean,
Not that I played the original Pokken Online, but you know, everything needs a better netcode, regardless.
exactly. And then we get that online service for Nintendo. That'll be out next year.
Because it's still not ready.
Because Mario's coming
Well,
out
I
in
mean-
December.
I mean, if anything, I'm not in a rush for it to come out. It means I have to start paying.
Isn't
It's
Splatoon
online
supposed to
free
be out
right
soon?
Isn't what?
Splatoon 2 supposed to be out soon?
Yeah.
July.
Oh, I thought it was June.
George, you gonna get that voice chat?
I am.
You get to play with all those 2-year-olds that are like, hey, I fucked your mom last night. You're like, no, you didn't. Shut up.
Man, George better be glad he doesn't have one of those phones without a headphone jack.
Oh, yeah, the iPhone doesn't have a headphone jack anymore.
Realistically, I'd probably only use voice chat for people I know because I don't use it for Overwatch unless I'm playing with people I know.
Yeah,
Because
that's
team chatting
same
with
for me.
strangers is disgusting. So it would be the same with Splatoon. Like I get on with people I know and I hook the mic up, and for everybody else, I just don't.
By the way, you want to play Overwatch tonight? I haven't played in like 4 months.
This nigga said 4 months.
I'm about it. I need to get my I need to get some loot boxes because I really want that Anniversary Diva skin. But time is winding down on your boy.
You could always pay $20.
You could always eat me.
Oh!
Also on the subject of Pokemon, let's see. There was Pokken Tournament DX. There's
We got Gold and Silver.
Yeah, Gold and Silver on the Virtual Console.
Which I'm excited about.
So, golden, it's just like just gold and silver, right?
It's just the
It's-
original Gold and Silver.
Yeah, it's the original Gold and Silver,
Oh. I'm gonna
Yeah.
play that right now.
like they did with Red, Blue, and Yellow. Like what, last year was it?
I need to buy ELO on the Virtual Console. Like that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
For my birthday, like I'll just go ahead and like buy a whole bunch of like DLC and like
Yeah.
old games that I haven't played in forever.
You have a phone!
Shelly, but I could buy it again and support the industry.
It's the original games
How much is it?
with wireless
It's like $10
features
isn't it?
enabled. They're like $10 a pop.
Wait, like $10 each game?
Yeah.
I don't want to pay $10 each game.
You just have to pay $10 for one, Shelly.
Nah.
Why would you play the same game 3 times? Fire
Think of
Emblem
this.
Fates.
Wow. Yeah.
I did buy Injustice 3 times though.
Oh
did.
god.
Piece of shit.
Wow.
Oh, I need to get Life
But,
is Strange.
Brian, you have all month to get Life is Strange.
You
Actually,
do.
I already think I did. I think I got it
Wow.
like
Okay.
at the beginning of the month, and I just like put it in my library real quick. But yeah, we also Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yep.
I think I saw new Mega Evolutions because they were like, "Fuck this meta without Mega Stones."
No. Forms.
They're forms. They're not Mega Evolutions.
You talking about the Solgaleo and Lunala forms, all right?
No, I was talking about like I thought I saw like a what's his name? I don't remember any of their fucking names because I always nickname them now. The Lycanroc.
Let me see.
Didn't he get like a Mega in the trailer? Because like I was thinking I saw like 2 Megas, and I was like, okay, well they're bringing Megas back because none of the new Pokemon had any.
Were Mega Evolutions not in the last game?
They were available,
in
but
the
you
meta.
didn't get new ones.
They were only available in the meta.
How
They weren't. No, Brian. They weren't available. No, they were available in the game. They weren't allowed in the VGC meta. Now, Smogon still allows them because, whatever, it's more lax or whatever. But for VGC, megas were not allowed in exchange for Z moves.
What I was saying, though, I was saying that during the main storyline, you had no mega evolution. You just had Z moves. Only in the post game did they actually give you mega stones.
Yeah,
but there were
no
no mega evolutions either.
They didn't have all of them in the game.
Dude, like, how do you introduce that in the last game, and then in the next game you don't?
Marketing.
Well, I guess that way you have to go and buy the next one.
Yeah. Like it was a dick move. Like I won't lie, and I thought Z moves were stupid to begin with. And if they don't put like a limit on Toxapex or like nerf her stats.
Okay. Lycanroc did not get a new form.
Okay, but what did I see in the trailer?
Was just a regular Lycanroc.
Oh, all right. I thought he was doing like a mega or something. It might have just been a cutscene.
That was a cutscene.
All right.
The only new forms are Solgaleo and Lunala, and they're hitting us with the black 2 and white 2, where Reshiram and Zekrom fused with Kyurem, and now it's like Solgaleo and Lunala are like combining with Necrozma.
Who's Necrozma?
That little black prism looking legendary. You didn't dive into the post game
is
a
he
lot,
one of the Ultra Beast? No, I didn't. I didn't do any.
Yeah, Necrozma's not an Ultra Beast. He's like straight up legendary Pokemon, like Solgaleo and Lunala.
Is he just like the sky representation instead of like the sun and the moon and in the sky?
I was gonna go with stars, but okay.
All right. Okay, well that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought, well, technically they're all Ultra Beasts, aren't they?
No.
See, it's been a while since I played.
Ultra Beasts, while for whatever reason in the Pokedex have like species and attributes like the rest of the Pokemon, are like also kind of treated as separate entities from the rest of the Pokemon altogether. So like, Solgaleo, Lunala, Necrozma, Marshadow, those are all legendaries. But, Buzzwole, Nihilego, Celesteela, Kartana, Pheromosa, Guzzlord, they're all Ultra Beasts, and specifically Ultra Beasts. It's weird.
It sounds weird. Let me
I hadn't touched Moon since I beat it, so I haven't I
feel you. I just found my copy.
Get my head further into the lore, but
I think the last Pokemon game I played was no, it was Moon. Because I think I was playing Gold and Silver or whatever it was, Soul Silver, and then I stopped again.
Because we talked about Moon on here, and then that was it.
The last one I played was Diamond. I got all the way to my house, and then I got bored.
Gen 4 is good, Shelly.
I know.
Gen 4
I beat it.
No, I like Gen 4. Like that, I surprisingly like those games more than I liked. I'll say I liked them better than I liked Hoenn, because I loved Hoenn.
Shut the fuck up.
Gen 4 was just fun.
Yeah. Hoenn's the best one.
Second best.
No, it's the best one, and no one can ever say.
It's funny because people weren't feeling Hoenn when it first came out.
That's because of the anime, probably.
I
no, it's
because
because the water.
To this day.
It's because of what?
Too much water. But yeah, they hitting you with the Gen 5 and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's gonna be like, okay, we still in Alola, new story, probably new player character, and like new Alolan decks and everything.
Lily has a size D cup and is also 18 now.
Yeah, that was Gen 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Bianca.
God. Like, it was kind of ridiculous at like how blatant they made it okay. It was like, this girl that you might have had a thing for in the other game? Like, here she is again.
Bye-bye.
I do love Gen 5, though, for like that final Pokemon battle music that they introduced, that little thing. That was always fun. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was great, nostalgic. But no, like Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, or Mega Sun, whatever it's called. Is it Ultra Moon and Ultra
Yeah,
Sun?
they're both Ultra.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of excited just to play a Pokemon game again because it's the same thing. It's the same shit all over. But all I really want is more megas. Like I like the mega evolution concept. Like that was really fun to me.
Megas were good.
And then they took them away from me, and I was like, "Well, fuck you, game." But I will say that I did have the most fun playing Moon because I was like really invested in just how do I explain that? Like, I think I already talked about this before. Like, Moon's the one where I changed my team constantly, and I always maintain like an average level of every party member. Like, whenever I got like everybody to a certain level, I'd switch out my party and just make a new one.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun doing that for once. Like, because usually like people just stick with one party, and then with the advent of this new EXP share, you don't have to do that anymore. You can just like experiment and have fun with what you got, and then make up like an ultimate team at the end of the game.
P5.
And that is what I did with P5.
Don't let EA hear you say that.
Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
No.
Because you know they try to put Ultimate Team in everything.
Oh, now I gotta like boot up my DS to see what my team was when I beat the game.
No,
because I can't remember. But yeah, that's all for Pokemon. Now let me go ahead and give like my thoughts on Fire Emblem Echoes. No spoilers. But I mean, it wouldn't matter if it was spoilers because this game's already been out for like 20 years.
But we're just experiencing it for the first time.
Yeah, I liked the story. It was pretty solid. I was like, this is the best Fire Emblem game that I played, and that's my controversial statement for the podcast. I like Echoes better than I like Fates or Awakening.
I mean,
the only thing that I want is the pairing system because that was fun. Like I had a fun time with that.
No, you don't get it.
But the thing is, like, this is how Fire Emblem was intended to be played, I assume, and I took to it like it was like I was missing something when I was playing Awakening and Fates because I was always like, this is really fun, but I feel like there's not quite enough for me. And then I played this one. I was like, this is everything I could ever want in a Fire Emblem game, and I beat it. Like I beat it on Classic. I didn't like I played it the way that it was intended to be played. I didn't let anybody die. I got lucky. I had a lot of frustrating fights, but you know, like a little bit of common sense, and then like thinking outside of the box, and then all of a sudden, like you've got an army of unstoppable mages that can kill a dragon. But yeah, it was a fun game. I will say that if I played it again, like my second time around, like I definitely do some things differently, but it offers up enough to like not be completely unfair because like you could still grind off of enemies, but there is a certain point in the game where like one of your armies does not have a good chance to grind anymore, and it's kind of stupid. Because I was really disappointed because like I'm not gonna say anymore, but there's a point where you can't grind with one of them for a while, and it gets really dumb.
Oh,
but then I like the idea of like the characters in the game that you can recruit being a part of like larger side quests because I did everything. I got all the characters I figured out like on accident. There was like 2 that I missed almost that I actually was like, shouldn't I have recruited them by now? And I like went on a guide and I was like, oh, you're supposed to go back to this village after you save them and they'll be there. They don't just join you automatically, or in the next village. So I did that and it was fun. But I will say that like this game made me really think like a tactician for the first time because in Fire Emblem Fates or Awakening, like you could just like pair up your best units together and just, you know, like hope for the best, right? You can also play on like Classic or Phoenix and watch your units just come back to life, which I never did the whole Phoenix thing, but I mean, it takes a little bit of the challenge out if you don't play on Classic, because I feel like there's a sense of urgency there in Classic mode that you don't have when you're playing on, like, casual. People will die after they come back, and that way you're just kind of more reckless with your units. And this way, every decision does count, but you really get attached to the characters, and you're like, oh, well, hey, Tobin's got to be over here, and he's got, like, a lightning sword, and he can hit for magical damage, but I need him to be over here to do this shit, and whatever. Like, archers are important. I used archers more in this game than I did in Fates or Awakening. Pegasus Knights are still kind of useless, in my personal opinion, but they're very mobile, and if you can make them tanky, then that's better. And then I like the ability system too, because it's got like a Final Fantasy IX-esque ability like gaining system, where you like equip something and then you learn that piece of equipment's abilities inherently, but you have to have them equipped to use it. So I like that. That adds an extra layer of strategy. But for like some swords are just inherently better than others, and you know what? There's like winning combinations that you can do, kind of like break the system a bit. Because I think, and this isn't a spoiler or anything, but like Saber on Silica's side, once he becomes like a dread fighter, and you give him like a brave sword, his crit rate is like at least 43% at all times, and it's disgusting. But yeah, like fun story. Pretty emotional. The game was also fully voiced this time around, which is something that Awakening and Fates did not do, and that was kind of disappointing. But they also only talked with stills, and they didn't have actually working models, so I guess that was the trade-off, like less models to work with, but more voice acting to fill in the blanks. The voice acting was on point in this game. Like, they really hammed it up in some parts, and I kind of loved it. Berkut, he's a lovely man, and whoever his voice actor is, it did a good job, because he hams it the fuck up the whole time. I love Mei's voice actor, because it's Makoto. Ryuji's in there too, and I think he's Tobin, or no, he's a Gray, not Fairy Tail Gray, but Fire Emblem Gray. Like, voice acting was really nice, and the music was nice too. Like, there's a few fire tracks like in the late game portions that I was like, ooh, 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 and I kind of like want to go look up this OST now and listen to it when we're done with the podcast. But definitely go pick it up. I think if you've never played a classic Fire Emblem before, like, this is the perfect way to get you reintroduced to the series, and this makes me want to play like the games that I have on my hard drive that I need to play, like Sacred Stones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's A+ from me. I'd give it a 9.3.
Ooh.
And only 9.3 because there's like one dungeon that's like super fucking difficult. And it's in that portion of the game I said that like you can't grind a lot. So once you get there, you're kind of shit stuck. So good luck. Because it is totally a grind, and I kind of like made a mistake and left the dungeon and didn't realize that the enemies that guard the floors, each floor, come back as like they're like fixed encounters, and you have to keep doing them over and over again if you leave the dungeon. Because I thought that they would just disappear, right? No. So good luck with that.
George.
Yes.
Kotaku said if you use GameStop's website between August and February, your credit card may have been stolen.
If you use GameStop's website, what?
Between August and February, your credit card may have been stolen.
Well, if you visit Kotaku's website, you may or may not be an idiot.
I'm on Twitter.
So, there.
I don't go to their website.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Like,
it's an inside job.
Between August and February,
pushed to 9/11.
a very long time. That's a lot of credit cards.
Oh yeah. Oh no. And then you talking about the holiday too? You talking about online Switch pre-orders too? Oh, somebody got.
Dude,
You talking
No,
about
that's
all of
fine.
Injustice 2 pre-orders?
yeah, like good thing I don't use their website and I just go.
All them PSVRs.
I just went on this guy that I really like his blog post, and all I see is the first post he wrote on yesterday, and he said, "The king is dead. Let's face it, Final Fantasy is not the lord of the JRPG anymore." And all I see is the picture of Persona 5 on the blog post.
Oh my god.
And he's like, "I still haven't finished 15." I was like, "Oh, that's a story." I got triggered the other day because no, I don't care if you like 15. I don't care. It's an okay, serviceable game.
I don't care if you don't.
I don't like
15.
it. I hate it, like for personal reasons. Like I just really do. Like it's a matter
Oh,
of
you
principle.
hated it.
I
We didn't hear this
I
part
liked it
in the
at-
retrospective.
Is it like your last Airbender?
No, it's like my it's like my Final Fantasy 12, except this time I'm on the opposite end of the Final Fantasy 12 argument. This time I don't love something that most people hate. I hate something that most people love. Like that's the best way I could describe it, because like when I think back on it, I was like, I had fun playing it, but I also was like, this game is too fucking easy. And it's not good enough. I was like, it could be more, but what we got is just not enough to scratch that itch. And I was like, it could be so much better, but it's not. And it's not finished. And I like don't like the game because of that, because it put me through all of those feelings for 10 years, and then I got like a shell of what it was. And all in all, like the guy that I was talking to was like, I was like, oh, well, I think if Nomura had stayed on with it, it would have been a little bit better, because at least he would have stuck with his plans. And he was like, oh, well, you're defending Nomura, like the guy that can't get like a good game out like within a reasonable time frame. I was like, whoa there, buddy, whoa there. I was like, Kingdom Hearts may be convoluted as shit, but at least those are good games. Like, I got triggered. I won't lie, and it just kind of like stirred up my hatred for Final Fantasy 15 again. And then I was like, shit, I gotta play it again when the season pass content's all out. Because I think the Prompto stuff's coming soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I'll buy all that shit, and then I'll go back to it, and then I'll finally put it to rest.
You were saying.
Whether or not.
Oh, go ahead.
Huh? No, I was like, when they actually finish the game, I'll play it again, and I'll be like, was it worth it?
You said that, and I was scrolling through, and Miles from Crunchyroll was like, yeah, so and so's playing Final Fantasy 15 in the next room, and every time Prompto says something, I can only hear a catchy.
I get over it. It is a catchy, isn't it? I knew I liked a catchy. I don't like a catchy. I like a catchy.
I'm morally obligated.
Oh, I love a catchy, like his character. But anyway, that aside, like that's my little tidbit for the story. Go play Fire Emblem. Final Fantasy 15 sucks in my opinion. Deal with it.
Is that why you got triggered?
What?
So you got triggered.
I got triggered because they talked about a game that I didn't like, and they were like, because we were talking about like, oh, I remember this was going to lead into something else. We're getting Dissidia, NT, whatever the fuck that stands for, in America.
Type?
Is that what it is? New type?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
But I like to make myself believe.
I like to think that it's New Testament. But yeah, we're getting the same plot, it looks like, again, with different characters, except this time we're getting fucking a Mortal Kombat character, and
You
then Cosmos vanilla.
You expected a different plot?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I thought it was going to be the same thing, but like in an AU. Which is exactly what I got, I guess.
Then Koei Tecmo is doing this one? Bruh.
And Team
You gonna
Ninja,
get that
I
Warriors
had
Orochi plot, like, straight up.
I had no idea Team Ninja was involved with it.
Yeah.
only worry about the game is that it still looks really slow. Like that's the only thing. Like I need to actually see pro gameplay and not just them like showing off like what people can do.
Sounds like you need a PC port.
Yeah, but it'll be fine. I'm going to enjoy it because we were talking about like on the Facebook like what our mains would be, and I was like, I'm probably going to go immediately back to Cecil. Cecil, fucking who else?
You are so
like,
trash.
Cecil, Squall, and Furion. Like those are the three people that I main the most, I think. Besides Kuja, but Kuja was more of a spammer. And Indecidia with that sick Ultima spam. Oh my god. Feral Chaos in like 40 minutes with nothing but like an Ultima spam.
In related fighting game news, Arc System Works is developing a Dragon Ball fighting game.
Which really surprised me on the heels of like Xenoverse 2, which is wildly popular.
Nah, man.
So what is it going to be? Just a 2D space, or is it going to be 3D space?
Pretty positive Xenoverse 2 is dying down.
2.5D 3-on-3 fighter.
You said 3-on-3?
What is 2.5D? Is that like a JoJo's game you showed me, where you kind of move in 3D?
2.5D is a 2D, but I guess they use the 0.5D to excuse like the graphical, like 3D. It's 3D models on a 2D plane.
In the JoJo game.
No, because JoJo you have you can move left and right on the axis. This is built up like the newer Guilty Gear games, where the characters are 3D models, but you only move on the 2D plane.
Okay. That's kind of interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in it just to see how it plays. I wouldn't play it because I don't like Dragon Ball that much. Like, getting me to get Xenoverse 2 was a chore.
Yeah, it was.
Because Shelly had to annoy me for weeks. And then we beat it, and then we did everything in the game, and then we stopped playing.
Hey,
After we annoyed George to get his game.
We
can still do that, you know. We can still play, you know.
Yeah, but then I have
George
to
still
download it.
You have a terabyte now.
But then I have to wait.
You can just do it while you're sleeping. I still want a PS4 port of Catherine.
That'd be nice.
Because I don't want to boot up my PS3 because I bought it for like $5, but now I just don't want to plug in my PS3.
I mean, I'm sorry you have the PS3 version, but
what other version is there?
360, and they've worked out cracking the ISO so you can emulate it on PC too.
Yeah.
PS3 version is susceptible to frame drops and input delay.
Makes sense.
They did say that, and they said it was even worse because they made it streamable on PlayStation Now, and that the game was basically unplayable.
Yeah, running it through PlayStation Now makes it unplayable because you're streaming it, but you're also streaming the PS3 version.
Which has lag on top of lag, and then on my TV, which has lag naturally.
Yeah.
Which still fucks with me, by the way.
I found out it's backwards compatible on the Xbone, so I can like fire my copy back up at any time, which is really cool. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to find much use for this thing.
I knew I got an Xbox One for something. Plays a 15-year... No, not a 15-year-old. How old is the game? Like 7 years old?
About. It came out when it was being developed at the same time as you're talking about Catherine, right?
Yeah, like it came out like 2008 or 9, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was developed at the same time as P3P, which means it came out like not too long after P4. So it had to be like 09. Maybe 2010. Maybe, but that's generous.
Let me look it up. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
What?
Rada.
Brother, brother, brother.
Rada.
It released in 2011
Oh,
in Japan and North America.
that's
talking
when
about Catherine?
friggin'
Yeah, it came out February 17th in Japan.
Are you talking about
2011.
Catherine?
Yeah, Catherine.
what's
Oh
that?
shit! I could have told you it was around that time.
Innocent Sin PSP, something like that. How'd they? Right before P4G. But yeah, I booted back up.
But yeah. What games are we playing, boys? Or go ahead, George, do what you're doing. But talk about what you're going to say before we go on. Move on.
Oh, I was just gonna sarcastically be like, "Hey kids, want to get a feel for playing that new Dragon Ball fighting game that's coming out? You should buy either Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear because I guarantee you, if Arxis makes it, it's what it's gonna feel like." But also that aside, Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear are really good games, so should stop being punks. Not y'all in particular, just in general.
I mean, I feel it. But yeah, what games are you guys playing currently, boys?
I'm playing Injustice 2 and Wipeout Omega Collection.
And you also beat?
I also beat
Horizon.
Oh wait, no, I'm still at that last part. I haven't cut Horizon back on since I got Injustice 2.
Fair.
Jeez. You haven't beaten the game yet?
No, I'm like
I thought you beat the game that night that I talked to you. I was like, I'm gonna go, so I don't get spoiled.
No, that night that happened, I cut it off. The next day I was gonna finish it, and then my hard drive went out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you basically beat it. Whatever.
I mean, I'm gonna finish it. I'm like right there at the end.
Right there.
It's like I've started it. I'm bad at it.
Stronger. The fuck's a kami? Basically God, but I'm still here. Do you really believe your own hype that much? I am the hype.
That came through really clear on the mic. So, thank you. Jesus. It was like you were sitting right next to me. Jesus. But yeah. It was like you were sitting right next to me. Who's watching our video?
Oh my goodness.
What happened? But no. I'm playing Horizon currently. I'm very bad at it. Because I don't play it enough to practice actually. I only play it for like an hour or two at a time, and then like I get really mad at when I'm at a frustrating part. And then I'll beat it and then be like, fuck this game, and then I'll play something else.
Oh my god, watching Brian play Horizon is the greatest thing ever.
I play it like I played The Witcher 3 at the beginning. Like that's the problem. Like I spent so much time with The Witcher 3 that like when I went back to other open world games, I tried to play them like The Witcher 3. And it doesn't work. Because that was my problem with 15. And also why I didn't like 15 as much, I think, because I've got through playing a really good open world as compared to a really dull open world. And Horizon like is a good open world. I can recognize that, but I'm still trying to play it like The Witcher 3 and not Horizon. Especially with the dodging. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I've never seen someone in melee so much in Horizon in my life.
Yeah, that's a Witcher 3 thing. Like I use magic all the time in The Witcher 3, and then I'd like follow it up with like sword attacks. But in Horizon, like you just got your bow basically, and then like a few other things. And so I kind of get stuck in this. Well, I have a melee weapon that won't break, so I'm gonna spam it. But yeah, I've got a. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. some more this weekend. But what I've been playing was I played and beat Fire Emblem. I'm about to start playing Undertale. I've got P1 that I'm playing right now. I put Persona 5, my second playthrough, on hold. And I'm also playing Rechain of Memories, and I'm trying to go for the platinum on that. And I've just been playing that at my own pace because I think I beat Sora's story, and then I hate Riku's story with a passion, because it's just one long grind fest to get to the end.
Reverse Rebirth, boys.
Fucking gross.
I love it.
I didn't like it on the Game Boy Advance. Like, I got stuck on the last boss.
Loved it on the Game Boy Advance.
And I will say, like, this is the best port of like Rechain of Memories, like, no doubt about it. Like 60 frames per second really helps this game, but it's still hard.
What does it
like?
What does it change?
It just makes it more fluid and fast paced because like the battles were already really hectic on the PS3 and PS2 ports, but they weren't like fluid all the way. If you know what I mean, like you'd still get like fucked up with dodging and shit. Because the whole point of like Rechain of Memories to me that like makes it difficult, like naturally difficult, is that you're working in a 3D space, dodging 3D like attacks that like go from like all different like planes and angles. You've got a shit ton of things you need to be paying attention to on the screen. Shelly, are you still there?
No.
I just hear a buzzing in my or on the thing, so I don't know.
You probably hear like my fan going off.
That might be doing it. It sounds like cicadas, if I'm being honest. But anyway, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Like there's a shit ton of stuff on the screen that you're paying attention to because you got to pay attention to your deck coming up. You got to pay attention to your health. You got to pay attention to the enemy's health. You got to pay attention to the enemy's deck and what cards they're about to play, so that you know when you're about to play your cards. And you got to look back over at your deck, and then you got to pay attention to the attacks that are coming at you. You're like, you have to plan how to dodge them. You've got to like plan. You got to stock cards. You got to watch what they're doing, and it's a lot to keep track of in a fast-paced environment. And it only gets harder with action that's like even faster with the 60 frames per second. But the 60 frame per second does help it with the dodging aspect a lot, because you can like make split-second decisions now, and they actually go through and they work well. And you can I don't know how to explain it, but it's easier to plan counterattacks with 60 frames per second. Like before, you had to be really careful because like you just wouldn't move as well, and you wouldn't get to the place you want it to be quite as fast. Here, like it's kind of easy as shit to do. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm going for that platinum, and that's going to take me forever, because I have to level up both of the characters to level 99. And I just got to 55 on Riku. So, or 50, excuse me. So, what else do I have? I said P1. That's fun, actually. It's hard as shit, kind of, because the contact system in that game is really vague.
Yeah.
I had to look up a guide. Like, I had to. Like, I pulled up a guide so I could, like, look up how to get personas, because I was like, I wouldn't have any personas at this point in the game, because you're shooting in the dark. You have too many variables every time you do it.
How
and
does
it's
it
just
feel
trial and
having
error.
a total of 28 different affinities?
My God. Coming off of P5 that has kind of the same like elements that you're using, and the whole gun thing, like that kind of makes it easier to understand. But then you've got force damage you got to take into account. You've got all of your weapons have like specific damage that they do, like sword damage do sword damage, obviously, like whips do whip damage, and like you have to account for that. It's not just physicals.
Almost like in P3.
Like it's kind of dumb, like how like absurdly complicated and convoluted this game is. Like it has to be short as fuck, because like there's no way like a game like this like ambiguous would be like long as shit because like at some point you have to like get used to the system, right? Like even the story is kind of like a fever dream because they just kind of go with it. Like I remember like it was like spoilers, like they get their personas at the beginning of the game, and it's like they do this thing to get their personas, and then all of a sudden like wham, demons, and then like the plot just kind of goes off the rails, and it's got nothing but more insane as I've gone on. And I just beat like my second legitimate boss after like I don't know like 20 hours of gameplay, or not 20. I'm exaggerating, but this is also one of those PSP games that like runs in the background even though you're playing on, or even though you've got the PS Vita on sleep. I've got like 560 hours logged in because it's still running in the background.
Override his pain tearing me apart.
I don't even know what they're saying, but it's fun.
Overwrite this pain tearing me apart. Tozateyuku, frozen mind, ray of light. Try to remember the rest of it.
I just like the overworld theme. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. It's kind of badass if I have to say so myself. But that's fun. I've got Horizon I'm playing, and then I've got like a few other things that I want to play, but I'm not right now, just because I'm going to buy it after my birthday. I'm thinking about getting Injustice 2 just to play with Shelly and then selling it back. What did we decide we were going to name our guild, Shelly?
Oh, Flying Thunderfucks.
I believe it.
Oh, did you watch my video yesterday? If you notice, I titled it Flying Thunderfuck.
No, I didn't notice that.
No, wait,
I only watched the Wipeout video.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I was going to do like an Injustice video and name it Flying Thunderfuck, but it wasn't working.
But yeah, that's what Brian's playing. What about you, George?
Well, for those of you that tuned in a nondescript amount of time ago, you know I finished P5, and boy, is it a weight off of my shoulders.
Oh yeah.
I recently tried out Injustice 2 from work, kind of ran through the story, did some labbing out. I really like Blue Beetle. After I did the story, ran that back. The quest for anniversary skins and emotes on Overwatch continues. I have until the 12th. The closer it gets to the 12th, the more tempted I'll just be to just buy out my loot boxes. On other platforms, on the 3DS, I'm still playing through Fire Emblem Echoes. Just kind of, I haven't made like a lot of progress just because like,
Take your time, man.
I'm trying to be as careful as possible. Trying to step up my tactics game, knowing that this is very well based off like an older title. And I'm hoping like at some point of time I can maybe go back to Awakening and play that on a higher difficulty or something like that.
What did you do with your villagers? Like that's the big question. Because that really influences like how most of the game goes afterwards.
Villagers, like honest. My homies that roll with me.
Yeah,
like Gray and them.
And
I haven't promoted them yet, but they're on the road too.
What I did for him is I think the guy with the silver hair,
Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff. He became my worst mage, but he was still a mage at the beginning, and I used him a little bit. But he ended up being really outclassed, and I kind of wish I would have just waited. To get a mage later on.
I'm trying not to. Silk is a good mage.
Silk is a great mage, but like
Silk.
I'm talking
about
Celica.
Silk.
Silk.
Silque.
She's all right. Keep leveling her up until you get Invoke because that saved my ass. Like, don't sleep on Invoke because that'll really save you a few times.
Well,
you need some meat chills.
That's what I'm doing, and not promoting units ahead of time. So I end up like not wanting to have done it. Like
because I played the game without the fucking what are they called? What are they called? They're called something. They're important.
I don't know.
Amiibos. without the amiibo
Oh.
perks. And I also played without DLC. I just played straight Fire Emblem, and I didn't particularly grind, except when it happened on accident.
I don't have money for DLC.
Yeah, that DLC pack, like season pass, is more than the game, so fuck that.
The fuck?
It's $45. The game costs $40. I'm not even.
All that content to keep you content. There's free DLC. Like
There's free DLC that's not worth shit.
Yeah.
Like the only DLC you're gonna want is stuff to get more money and to get more EXP. Like that's all you need. You don't need extra story content.
Anything's worth it if it's free. Like extra story content.
What do you mean you don't need extra story content?
It's Fire Emblem. I've never cared about the extended lore of Fire Emblem.
Well, that's your problem.
I just wanted to play that shit.
Don't tell me what I need and don't need.
I'm not saying you don't need it. I'm just saying who needs
That
it.
is what you said.
Why are you even playing the game?
It's fun.
Why you? Anyway,
because I know at E3, Gorilla's going to come out and announce some story DLC for Horizon, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
But that's because you get to play the game, Shelly. You're not playing to watch cutscenes.
Anyway.
I played Injustice 2 to watch cutscenes.
You know what? I played Kingdom Hearts to watch cutscenes.
In addition to Echoes, I'm also doing my second playthrough of P4 Golden on the Vita.
How's that?
Just cake, dude. Just
yeah. Coming back from P5, like it has to be cake.
Well, nah, because like it's New Game Plus. Like I bought Black Frost and Chuchulin, and I want to save up money to get Yoshitsune back, but I also don't want it to be like insanely easy. But I will say like this ease of being able to traverse and like one-shot bosses is leaving me, a lot more time for social stuff, which is an experience I didn't get a lot of in P4 because, there was no Kawakami to let me go back out at night, and there was no knowing what I know now to keep
won't be able to max them all out.
Prepared. That and everything's like procedurally generated. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah. So P4G, Echoes. I'm trying out games from work on and off. Like I tried out Injustice 2. Right now I'm holding on to Ultra Street Fighter 2 for the Switch.
You mean Pokemon Ultra?
No. And I got a free Xbox One copy of Tekken 7 from work. So probably going.
See, I really like Tekken. I can't play Tekken after I play Injustice. It's too slow.
I'm just
gonna play Tekken. I played Skullgirls. I played Storm. I've played Mortal Kombat before, and I played Injustice. I've never played a Tekken game.
The fighting style is just too stiff.
The fighting style for Tekken is too stiff?
I would think that Mortal Kombat style games are too stiff for me.
The opposite, dog. NetherRealm got the rigid inputs.
Nah.
Because playing
Injustice 2 just flows.
Playing
finally added alternate control that they had in MKX.
Arena Ultimax, like that game hurts me. Like it actually hurts my thumbs playing that game and getting good.
How you hurting your thumbs? Like
with that like half like crescent fucking like analog movement and then plus like square or whatever, like that thing that you were watching me practice with and you were teaching me how to do at the apartment that
get you a fight stick, man.
Yeah, I was like, I have to because I'm not good at this.
I don't need no fight stick. I got a D-pad.
Well, plug up your PS4 controller to your PS3.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
On the DualShock 4 is a more comfortable feeling. That's what I do. Like whenever I play on people's PS3s.
I'm kind of waiting on it.
Wait, you're still playing with the DualShock 3?
No.
He
Well, yeah,
was when I was showing him what to do on Ultimax.
because I didn't want to bother plugging my PS4 up because it's a pain in the ass to like get it back.
Yeah. But nowadays, you just plug up a DualShock 4. It's no problem. When I practice games with Drew on his PS3, I just bring my controller in there.
It's like, I am not touching that.
Yeah. But yeah.
I remember showing when you didn't have a PlayStation and you're just coming in my room playing my PS3 and just playing Arkham City when I wasn't home.
But I'd use my PS4 controller.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Those are good days. I miss those days.
You guys.
But yeah, I've got a few things like in mind of what I want to play. I want to get done with P1 and I want to get done with Undertale. I think first, because Undertale is not long, like by any means. And I got other shit to do.
I had said, hold on, but you had your head turned.
But yeah. So let's talk about what we started this podcast for. E3 predictions.
I was like, wait, are we actually going to predict anything?
Yeah.
So
I'm going to need my screen.
E3 starts tomorrow. What do you guys think is going to happen for tomorrow? Because I don't know what EA is doing. Like, I really don't. I don't keep up with EA.
Love the year.
They're going to show FIFA. They're going to show
Battlefront
Madden. Yeah, Battlefront 2.
Oh, yeah, they do have their hand in that.
Well, yeah, they need to show Madden because Madden's going to be on the Frostbite engine now.
I found it. The Madden curse.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll break a leg. Maybe they'll have some musical guests come out. Didn't Ubisoft have Usher one year?
Yeah,
Ubisoft
they
did have Usher. That year they did Just Dance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I have found. Funhouse had that E3 drinking game. If Liz doesn't mind pausing P5 for just a second. Here, open up.
I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. Ugh.
Congratulations, Brian.
I love that song. God.
Funhouse was like,
Brian has come.
Winds of Fate will make you come. So good.
sure. Take a shot when Death Stranding, Shenmue 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Sonic VR, Scorpio price. 2 shots if it's between $200 and $399. 1 shot if it's between $400 and $599. 2 shots if it's over $600. T-shirt plus blazer. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Woman exits the stage without saying anything. Overly excited journalist. Dead franchise revival. Tattoo.
Busby.
And a Chainsmokers song.
Chainsmokers song? No, but Busby though.
Jesus.
They brought it back.
It's coming up before Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, like Jesus. Also, why did that game need to be? Do they know what it is? Like, are they doing it when it's making it self-aware?
Everyone knows. No one asked for that game.
No one wanted it. Yeah, Bugsy or or whatever the fuck its name is. Is it Bugsy or is it Busby?
It's Busby.
Busby. I'm upset that it's a thing because all while we were getting trailers for Sonic Forces and they showed the silhouette of the custom character, Justin Blowers was in like everyone's ear for that like month before we got the reveal that it was custom character, that it was Busby. It was Busby. And we're like, no, stop. You're trolling. Shut up. You're wrong. and he was wrong. But now the franchise is back, so
And we have to look at its ugly ass
yeah,
mug.
we have to look at it, and that
Like, that's
means
the thing,
we're
like-
gonna hear him continually for the next God knows how long.
All right, so here's the question though, like, and I know we're assiding, like, how big is the game going to be? How much is it going to cost? And how much they actually think people are going to pay for this game?
Games
And
can
how many people do they think they'll buy it? Like, no one's going to buy it because Busby has an infamous reputation.
see it has
Only-
an infamous reputation. But
only
having that
YouTubers
infamous
will buy it.
reputation, people are gonna go buy it.
Like, they know it's not going to be good. I don't like. Even just looking at it makes me kind of mad. Like, I get like low key like ugh. I want to throw up because I know that it's a ripoff. I don't know. Sonic will be there.
No one cares about Sonic.
When will Sonic show up? Like, what day?
Wait, what?
It's not big enough for any of the other conferences.
You talking about Sega?
Yeah, what conference? Yeah, will it show up at?
It won't be at a
Sega,
conference.
Sega doesn't have a conference. If Sonic forces, if
it showed
Sonic
up anywhere,
forces,
it'd probably be like at Nintendo.
yeah,
That'd be
That's
the
what I was thinking.
because they have no games.
we got games.
They're games. They're
We got
playing
games.
games with us.
Because Nintendo's only showing games that are coming out this year.
Oh, I found a list, and of course, you know E3, like literally any other time, ain't no telling if it's real or not. But this is a realistic list,
Yeah.
mostly because most of this got shown. Do you want me to read the list?
Yeah, go ahead. Put it on screen share.
Wait. How long is the list?
I can't. I'm on the desktop.
Fuck.
Now, when you say this list, is it for everything or is it just for Nintendo?
I'm
Send
talking
it-
about for Nintendo.
Oh,
Send
okay.
it to
Well,
me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Huh?
Send us the link.
I'll
We'll read along.
Okay.
Brian, we don't have to read along. We just listen to
Yeah, I
it.
was gonna say you don't have to read along if I'm about to read it now.
Jesus,
Yeah, but I like to read to hear.
here to read.
No, it's read to hear, Shirley.
It's this. Follow along with your finger. My phone's dying, so I'm gonna just go ahead and read it. We can go through that extra.
Okay.
Hold on.
Gosh, so loud in here I can't read.
Give into another
Oh my
vice.
God.
Sorry.
I mean, it's no power line.
All right, my bad. I had to resolve an issue of fraud.
Fraud.
Jeremy and I ordered like some cards on Amazon and the packs. This is a bunch of stuff. Okay, Super Mario Odyssey, which we seen that. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, saw that. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, saw that. Splatoon 2, saw that. Shin Megami Tensei 5, we saw that. Pikmin 4.
don't
Fire
think we saw
Emblem
that.
Broken Alliance, which was that Fire Emblem Switch title they mentioned during the Direct. I guess that's the title.
Is that a separate from the Heroes game?
Yeah. Because remember the Direct had Heroes, Warriors, Echoes, and a Switch title.
Okay.
Kirby working title. Mario Party 11. That's believable.
Nintendo just needs to remaster Kirby 64.
I'd be down for that.
That's all they
Luigi-
need to do.
Luigi's Mansion 3. Super Mario Maker Deluxe.
Luigi's Mansion 3. What the fuck?
Yeah.
There was a 2?
It was on the 2 was on the 3DS.
Oh, of course.
So wait, 3's on the
What was
Switch?
I thinking?
Is 3 on the Switch?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That port of Smash, because we
Deluxe?
finally got like the last 3 amiibos coming out, which
What
turns out to be
characters?
like the last 6 amiibos.
Do we know what characters they're adding to it?
Probably Splatoon people.
Yeah, that would be what I would imagine.
No, it's a port of the Wii U one. Like,
Yeah, but they're adding
They're gonna
extras.
add like
you ain't finna. Sakura
add,
ain't
like,
got
two-
the.
They'll add
Sakura ain't got the
2 or
time
3
for that.
characters.
they're gonna add 2 characters and everyone's
Sakura
gonna
ain't got
have a
a.
brand new game.
Sakura ain't finna.
You know, George, don't sell your man short. Like he'll
I'm not
do it.
selling my man short.
It's
Sakurai
been like
is
3
as
years since the game came
He's
out.
as
He had
annoyed
time.
with everybody as I am.
Brian, did you say it's been 3 years?
It's been like 3 years since that game came out.
It's been like 2.
It's been
It
like 3 years.
It won't be 3 years till the end of this year.
2.5, round up.
Kirby Defenders of Dreamland, that's a 3DS title.
I want that game.
Dragon Quest 11, we were gonna get that.
I want that
Fire,
game.
Fire Emblem Warriors, 2D Metroid, Monster Hunter Generations 2.
A 2D Metroid? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that the working title?
that working title. Metroid 2D.
2D, double D Metroid.
You know it's gonna have some kind of
Titty reference. Yeah, I know.
wow. Monster Hunter Generations 2, which was that Monster Hunter Double Cross they showed like a couple weeks ago. No More Heroes 3, that got announced at the presentation. Sonic Forces, we knew it. Sonic Mania, we knew it. Supposedly Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite,
Bullshit.
which everybody has already like abandoned for Dragon Ball Fighters. Call of Duty World War II.
Wait, you heard about the X-Men DLC?
Bruh.
I'm like, no, fuck that. No. no, I'm not buying DLC.
Capcom just
for some X-Men.
nah, bruh. You just wait for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
You just buy
Nah.
it then.
Everybody's
I ain't got
included.
time for that.
Shelly, you won't play that game anyway. It's on the Switch.
It's on the everywhere.
It's on the everything, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Call of Duty World War II, Overwatch, Tekken 7, Metroid Prime 4 Scars, and Donkey Kong Country Skull Jungle.
4 scars from the breast enhancement surgery.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
You're
I
not
listen
sorry.
to a lot
That's
of.
the worst thing.
I've been listening to a lot of Starbomb, and I keep listening to the one where it's like, I forget the name of it, but basically it's like a song about like everybody treats Samus differently when they find out she's a woman, and it's like a song about Cray being like, "Oh wait, here's a basket of puppies," and she fucking kills him because she hates that shit. Because the song's like, I can't even think of the root lyrics. I can't sing that shit, but I'll send you the link later.
Okay.
It's funny.
No, Metroid Prime 4 Scars.
More crying.
Honestly, like, because like lists get thrown out before, jokingly and otherwise. This is the most realistic one I've seen, like right down to the develop. Because it also has like, okay, here's the title, here's the developer, here's the platform, here's whether it will be at the Treehouse presentation, and here's whether we have a playable version of it or not on the show floor.
Huh. You know what we won't have on the show for? Kingdom Hearts 3.
You darn Skippy.
I was like, there's no way we'll
Maybe
have a
that's why they're
playable
delaying
demo.
it. They're delaying it so it can be on the Switch.
No, I know what they're doing.
They're delaying
not-
it. They're delaying it because
No, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what Square Enix is doing, and we'll figure out after the fact. They have like 20 plus worlds in that game. I bet because they're like, let's just go fucking big.
Nah,
And they're
bro,
developing
they hurting.
all at the same time.
They hurting on that Xbox
That's
One
how they
port.
develop that shit. That actually is the most
Because
likely explanation.
Microsoft said you get this Japanese whatchamahoos it off my console. That's why we ain't got Scalebound.
Mhm. P5, what's that? More like 5 figures I don't want.
I bet they get P5. Never mind. I was about to be like, I bet they get P5 Arena, but maybe not even that.
No. Be great if P5 came to the Switch.
Nah. Now PQ2.
P5 Arena.
If P5 Arena dropped for everything, I'd be satisfied.
P5
Oh, no,
dancing all night.
I mean, honestly, like apparently those rhythm games are good, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, 4 Dancing All Night is really good. Now, do I want 5 Dancing All Night over re-releases of 1, 2, and 3 on the PS4? No. Is that what people voted for? Unfortunately. So is that what we're gonna get? You bet.
I really hope it's a good game when they make it, because you know they're making it.
Dancing All Night or Arena?
No, Arena.
P5 Arena is gonna be good. Arxis hasn't missed a beat since they got it together and quit re-releasing Blaze Blue every 6 months.
Now, what do you guys think about the Scorpio? Like, what do you think is going to be shown? Because I do agree with the fact that it's probably going to be like $400 to match the PS4.
It's gonna cost whatever an Alienware PC costs.
It'll probably
That's
cost.
what it's
Because
gonna
that's what
be.
it is.
Yeah.
It'll probably cost $500. There's no way that thing's going to cost the same thing as a Pro. Microsoft will be losing way too much money on that.
You want to make a friendly bet?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All right. Let's make a bet. I'll buy you 3 months of PS Plus.
Okay.
If it's not $400 to $450. That's my range.
Wait,
Get rid of Ega for Egaon. Yeah.
if it's 400 to 450?
Yeah, like that's my range. 400 to 450.
When he gets Attack Master, just get rid of Koga.
Okay.
If it's under that price, neither of us get anything.
Yeah, it won't be under.
Wait. What's the
because-
bet now?
The bet is if it's 400 or 450, if it's then he pays me and he gets me like a PSN card
Okay.
and like a $10 one.
All right.
If it's above 450, then when I come up, I'll buy him like a 3 months like worth of a PS Plus.
Oh, bro, go ahead and do it right now. Like,
Because like Phil Spencer's already said, it's a premium console. It's a
Yeah.
premium cost console.
yeah. He used a phrase like that. You already know.
That's why I'm thinking 450 upwards.
No
because if it
consoles ever come out at $50 more than just a round number.
I was saying,
Nintendo did, not anymore.
I'll make up for your birthday that I don't ever celebrate, Shelly.
Okay, it's gonna be $500 probably, and I bet there are probably 2 SKUs of it. One's the 500 gig, which would make no sense with this 4K machine.
Nah, it'll be.
It'll be a terabyte.
I don't think it'll be.
That'll be
I think
500.
It'll be terabyte.
1 terabyte. That's 600.
It'll be a terabyte and a 2 terabyte.
Oh, that sounds better actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, 500 gig, just hold it
Because
back.
terabytes becoming the standard. Like it'll be a 1T and a 2T, and then they'll hit you with that that X-Bone Slim, and they'll come out with a 500 gig later down the line if you too broke to scoop it up. Or they're gonna drop a new model Xbox One that's supposed to make you feel like you got a Scorpio, but you don't. Like those new 360s that are aesthetically modeled to be like the Xbox Ones, but they just aren't.
For the poor people that want to look good.
Yeah, because that happened. They dropped that new 360 that kind of looked like the one, and then in their last E3 conference, they gave you like 4 different versions of a console. Like, it's like, hey, we know the Elite is out, but we also got the Slim, and we got the Slim in 2 versions. But hey, you know about the Elite and the Slim. Here's the Scorpio. And by the time the conference had ended, the Xbox One had about as many versions as the 3DS did at the time.
Jesus. In the span of a day.
In the not even a day, like an hour. Yeah, like an hour.
They've confirmed that Microsoft's conference is supposed to be a little longer than it normally would be.
Oh, really? So
Is
we
it going
got
to be like 2 hours?
Hour and a half, 2 hours?
I think it's normally about an hour and a half, so maybe like 145, 2 hours. But
I give him 150.
I doubt
What time is it
all that
starting at Central Time tomorrow?
Hmm?
Because I know it.
What time does EA start tomorrow?
No, no, I mean, fucking Microsoft.
Microsoft starts at 4.
So, okay. Our time or
Our time. Because it starts 2 on the West Coast.
On the West Coast.
Excuse me. Did I say Eastern? Fuck.
Maybe, I don't know.
It starts at 5 on the East Coast.
Okay.
That means it starts at 4 in Central Time. The Central Coast.
Time is great. Time is nothing but an illusion.
So Drew and I say. But yeah, what other things are we trying to predict here?
I would say just what you think as far as like what's going to get delayed. What do you think extra is going to come out? Because like we know like
is that a different one than the one you rigged? Get out of there. Did you go and like?
There's 4 of them, Caitlin.
Did you go do the thing that you were supposed to? You gotta keep going. Keep going. Those, huh?
I'm gonna make a prediction for Sony's conference.
Oh, then you got to go to the other side.
I want the Vita 2 to be revealed. Like that's like my hopeful. It probably won't happen, but I want it to.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's like I'd like less than 15%. If it did, I'd be shitting my pants and I'd be selling my Vita so fast.
If they were gonna release a Vita 2, I honestly think that would be at PSX.
You're right.
Yeah. But the second that they announce it, I'm selling my Vita and I'm getting the new one. Oh, God.
But, okay. I'm going to say that The Last of Us 2 won't be at E3.
No. That'll be a PXX thing for next year. We won't see Final Fantasy VII. Maybe like a short little trailer, like a techno demo of what they're doing with it now. That's not like early stages.
I think you would see one for KH3 before you saw one for 7.
Yeah, we're definitely getting a trailer for KH3 because like they were gonna pull out a trailer. Like
they got to get more than a trailer. Y'all got like 5 trailers now.
We're definitely gonna get like a playable like segment, I think, and a story trailer, possibly like 2 separate ones. Like that would then make the most sense to me. They might do it like they did that other year where they like did it at the conference and it was just like a separate segment talking about like the Tangled world. And
Square Enix isn't doing a conference, are they?
Nope.
Oh, I know.
Nope.
No, I was asking.
No, they're not.
Nope. They don't need to show this game at all. It's not coming out for 3 years.
Shelly, it's coming out next year.
We have a better chance of seeing The Last of Us 2 before we see it.
No, it's coming out next year, Shelly.
Plot twist, they come out in the same.
Right. They've stated it's not coming out for 3 years.
No, they said that they want to release all 3 of those games within the next 3 years.
It's the last one that's coming out is Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, with it. No, the last one coming out is Marvel. Fuck you. You know that's true. Like, no one cares about the Avengers.
Marvel will come out before that one.
No one cares about the Avengers. No one wants to play a game like that.
Because Marvel's actually like funding that.
I was gonna say if they put the money up, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, but no one's gonna buy it because people lose interest.
So happens when you get a budget.
You know how
or,
many
like,
you know how many Marvel
Activision.
fanboys are out there that'll buy that?
You know how many people would pay for another Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Me.
I don't know.
I would love to play another game.
All those people who love the MCU, because I mean that's what the game is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just I really do think that KH3 will get a release season or window. Like at the very least, because I feel like they don't even have to show that much. They just have to give us that, and like that'll be enough to like boost confidence in the game. Because as soon as they release another big snippet, like that restores confidence in Kingdom Hearts. Like that's always been the trend. Like people don't care about it and they shit on it, but then we get new stuff and people are like, "Oh my god!" And then they freak out, and then it dies down, and then then we'll get start getting like a steady news trickle after E3 this year. Like that's my prediction as far as Kingdom Hearts goes. And like it doesn't matter. Like that's how it's always been. We don't hear anything, and then we get something, and then it's like a big reveal, and then people start shitting themselves, and then they keep shitting themselves until a release date.
That game's not coming out.
Yeah,
2059.
I'm telling you, man, it is. But what else as far as
I was gonna say, y'all
do we know when
better.
Ratchet and Clank's going out? Or not Ratchet and Clank? Fucking what's his name? Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
Crash Bandicoot.
June 31st.
June 31st. That's soon.
I think that they're gonna do the same thing that they did with Crash, but with Spyro.
They might actually. Like, I'm not.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you see all that popularity he's getting off the Skylanders Netflix series.
Oh my god.
Yo, they played that at work on repeat on the TV, and I was so mad. Like the day the series dropped, GameStop TV just had it on repeat. The first episode.
That sounds annoying.
Oh yeah, no, it was pretty bad.
Was it worse than Teen Titans Go?
Well, see, I actually kind of like Teen Titans Go, so
Fuck
yeah,
you.
it was worse. Why? What's wrong with liking it?
Get out of our podcast.
You can't kick him out of our podcast.
Get out
I'm
of our podcast.
I'm the guy running it.
Yeah, like he's literally like the
Shut it
second in
down.
command. Shelly, you're the lowest one on the food chain.
How about the lowest one on the food chain?
Because I started it and then George runs it. He produces us.
Brian, I could say hi.
I have a beard, a pink beard.
Shouldn't say I can like it all I want.
Now, granted, I think his opinion's wrong, but you know,
What's
it's
wrong with
still
liking it?
because you're part of the problem.
Creators of the show even
Part of what problem?
Because they don't want to do it. You're
creators of
prolonging
the show
something
said
that
they
makes
don't
them
wanna do it.
unhappy. And that makes the fans unhappy. Excuse me.
You have no idea how much it kills me inside. Whenever my little cousin would come over, I put on Steven Universe, and she's like, "I want to watch Teen Titans Go," and that just shatters me.
I'm just like, oh. What about God of War?
Yeah, we'll see that.
I mean, yeah, we'll see it.
Okay.
Like, what do you
I
think's
was
gonna
gonna say
happen?
my computer froze. But yeah, no, they don't want to do
Probably-
that one either.
Release date early 2018.
How early?
Spring.
Because I honestly don't think we'll see that until next November.
See what?
No. You'll see it. You'll see it in the spring.
See what?
Probably
God of War 3.
February or
I
March.
mean 4.
Oh. No, just God of War.
Whatever, dude.
February or March, somewhere in there.
Don't be like that.
We'll get actual gameplay of Spider-Man this time. It's just a remake of Spider-Man 2.
It's possible that maybe
I'm
maybe
okay with
that could come
that.
out this year.
Like, That
I
doesn't.
mean, it would
upset
make the
me.
most sense because like they're gonna die down with the Spider-Man hype after this movie comes out in like next month. So they want to keep with it this year, I think.
But it's not a movie tie-in, thank God.
I know it's not. Yeah, that's great. The best movie tie-in game that I've ever played has been Return to the King.
The best movie tie-in game I've ever played was Spider-Man 2.
I never played it. I only played the first one. I was like, fuck this
Spider-Man
game.
2 is so awesome.
2 was really good.
I never played it.
It
I never
doesn't,
played the third
it
one
doesn't
either.
matter how you experience Spider-Man 2 in the movie or the game, it's just awesome. The movie was so good, it couldn't help but to be awesome. And Spider-Man 3 was so shit, the game just couldn't help but be so shit.
I still want the PlayStation Vita 2 to happen.
Hey, I want a Vita 2 too.
But what would the gimmick be?
Yeah, let's stay away from gimmicks.
Yeah, because
Sony
that's what
said-
I'm expecting it to have a gimmick, like the Switch, honestly.
If anything, it'd just be more of you can play your PS4 games again.
Didn't they say
Oh,
they were
oh,
going to spend a good portion of their presentation focused on the Vita?
They said at least 30 minutes, I
At
think.
least 30 minutes.
what was that? Who said that?
The
Who?
Fat Man. I don't know who the Fat Man is.
When was that?
Okay. I'm quoting Brian.
Because
Yeah, dude.
Brian said that a couple
they
casts
haven't
ago.
talked about the Vita at E3 for like 3 years. So
Let me look that up because I know I read that somewhere that they said that they would devote like a specific amount of time, like to
They
Vita,
do
a significant amount of time.
they do that at PSX.
Vita at E3.
Because
What is this?
I have another prediction. They won't say the word Vita at E3.
Hmm.
Bullshit.
Lad.
They won't say it. You'll see it up there on the screen, maybe, but you won't. You won't hear it.
Okay, let me look for it.
Oh, you heard PSVR sold 1 million.
Yeah, I did. I heard that too. I was like, wow, that's actually really good.
It's actually like the leading VR headset. Well, except for
That
the
makes sense.
gear.
I was going to say, are the Oculus Rift and Vive out yet?
Oculus is out. It's not.
Okay.
It's not doing well.
Okay. I don't know if they were out yet or not yet.
What do you think they'll bring back backwards compatibility to the PS4?
No. You didn't read the news this week.
No, I didn't.
Okay, hold on.
What was it?
Hold on. There's kind of an uproar about it too.
You
mean, to be
never
fair-
see it coming.
I feel the exact same way that the guy said.
Oh, God.
Shit.
I'm gonna send it to Brian so he can read it for the whole class.
All right. Well,
Hold on, whenever I
Because
find
That's
Brian
fine.
likes to read
I do like to read to hear.
so loud I can't read.
Exactly.
I'm gonna talk really loud so he can't read it.
Why this girl twerking on this grave, though?
I don't know, George. Why is this girl twerking on this grave? She
See,
misses grandma.
the Snapchat caption says she misses her grandma, but
Why is that lasagna really crisp?
see, I ain't opened the article. I looked at this thumbnail, and that's about as much as we're gonna
No,
do.
that's all. I didn't read the article either. I just saw the fucking caption. I was like, I want it.
Wow. Okay.
Where's this article?
Because I was like, this is fucking funny. I'm going to show it to everyone, and they're going to laugh. And you did laugh. Oh, boy. But yeah, what else are we trying to think of? Because we know Last of Us 2 is not going to be there, and that it's kind of dumb to even think about it at that point. They might show like an extra.
They could just do a vertical slice thing, but I don't want to see it until next year.
Do you not want to see it until it's done?
Yeah. Now, what games do you think?
We're not going to see Death Stranding at E3 either.
Yeah, they said that Death Stranding will not be at E3, but Kojima will.
He's made up with Konami.
You stop that.
Is helping to make a new, better Metal Gear Solid game. Metal Gear Solid, whatever it's called, was all just like an elaborate ruse. All of this drama was trumped up to like throw us off what was in front of us the whole time.
No, because Metal Gear Survive is still a thing.
No, I don't want to see that at E3. I hope they just like it's canceled. We're remaking Snake Eater.
Here you go.
All right, hold on.
All you really gotta do is read the quote in there.
All right, well I'm preparing my asshole.
Oh
God, why would anybody play that?
Oh jeez.
All right. Sony savaged Microsoft when the pair announced PS4 and Xbox One details. Not only was the latter still Kinect packed, but more expensive, but it required an online connection and couldn't even play used games. At E3 2013, Sony ethered Microsoft with this used game instructional video.
I remember that.
It was very funny. The Xbox One still hasn't quite recovered. But at E3 2015, Microsoft did have some response, albeit reminiscent of what you think of the perfect thing you could have said to the jerk who took your parking spot after you've already driven home. The Xbox One would play some Xbox 360 games. Which ones? Here's a list. I'm not reading that list. Sony had always supported backwards compatibility.
Just know that Catherine is on that list. That's all that matters.
Yeah, so Sony had always supported backwards compatibility on its consoles until it stripped the feature away in later PS3 models. The PS4 notably launched unable to play older games, and Sony has since taken to selling PS2 games through the PlayStation Network for those who want to buy games that they own again. Speaking to time, Sony's head of global sales and marketing, Jim Ryan, offered the following. That sounds like a douche name.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Jim Ryan. When we've dabbled with backwards compatibility, I could say it is one of those features that is much requested, but not actually used that much. That, and I was at Gran Turismo event recently where they had PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 games, and the PS1 and PS2 games, they look ancient. Why would anybody play this? Obviously, you don't replay your games. Oh,
dude,
God.
I can't play PS1 and 2 games anymore.
Oh, I can. It's easy. I'm playing fucking P1 right now. Ryan is, again... Yeah, whatever. It was based off of a fucking SNES game.
What?
Wasn't Persona 1 on SNES?
No.
What was it on?
PS1. But
really?
then Revelations Persona came out on PS1, and then SMT Persona came out on PSP.
What about Persona If? Wasn't that on SNES?
SMT If was on SNES, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shimigami Tensei If. That was what it was.
Old Megaten games were on NES and SNES.
Ryan is, again, the head of global sales and marketing for Sony, a company that will happily take your $10 to play God Hand on PS4.
God Hand's on PS4?
Where's Griffith at, though? Saying the games they're still selling for you for money look ancient and wondering why any dumb idiot would be stupid enough to play that garbage. I mean, I get his reasoning, but it's really dumb because they're doing a Nintendo where Nintendo knows that everybody wants to play their old games, but they're still putting it behind like excessive paywalls. And not making it linked to like accounts and not actually, making people buy them again.
I mean, they do now. Where you been?
They do now, but they used to not. They're pulling a Nintendo.
You got to get better, and they got better.
And the PS Now was a mistake. Like it was a mistake.
Oh, but we're gonna sweep
I
that
think
under the rug, though.
Everybody knew that it was a mistake when it started, and it had I think maybe 2 months of popularity when everybody was optimistic about the service, and then no one uses it now.
I had a homeboy who used it, and I was like, "Fam, why?"
It was like you could just as easily just play this on an old console if you'd kept it.
I'm just
but no one wants to keep that shit.
Better.
I do. I have them.
Brian, you're like one of the only people. No one wants to keep it.
To another vice.
They did a study on Xbox with I think 2,000 people of how many people actually use the backwards compatible feature. It was 2%.
I have to because it's the only way I have games. I hadn't cut this thing on since I got Killer Instinct. And I mean, I have Tekken 7 now, so that's just that.
I was like, that's really small.
But I was beginning to think well, dang, what I'm going to do? And then it's like, oh, nah, these very specific games that you own work.
Okay, now repeat your story all over again because I totally just left the stream.
Nope.
Second time I've done that.
Nope.
Why are you leaving the stream?
No, I'm closing tabs on my laptop and I'm not paying attention to which one's the Hangouts tab.
It would be when I talk too.
That sounds like a fuck dumb thing to do.
No, it was when Shelly was talking. Because he's like, you hear they did a study on Xbox and PS2.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you would miss everything I say.
Okay, we'll say it again.
He's a treasure. He just can't repeat everything he says.
I'd like not to.
You know, we can just go watch this stream back later, right?
Yes. The study was about people who use the backwards compatibility function on the Xbox One, and I was like, I have to because it's the only way I have games. Because right now, all I have is KI and Tekken.
That is a legitimate point. Backwards compatibility just kind of is it's like one of those investments. It's like, okay, well, we don't have many games at launch for this new console, but hey, you can make the upgrade and still play all of your old shit while you're waiting. I think that's fair.
Nope, I don't want to play any old games.
Well, Shelly, no one gives a shit about what you want.
Exactly, no one gives a shit about what you want.
And they just in for money, which
nobody's satisfied.
Making more money would be good.
See?
They would make more money if they just made more backwards compatibility.
Yeah, but that also costs money to implement.
Hey, which was, at only one time.
Which was why later PS3 models had to get it taken out anyway, because they were losing money chucking out models with the ability to do that right off the bat.
Yeah, because they're too fat. You remember when a PS3 was 80 gigs?
You remember when a Wii U was...
Take out Vicious Strike for Heatwave. Yeah, because that's...
Listen to you giving her advice on P5.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you have a PS3 that was 80 gigs?
Yeah, I did, and it overheated, and that's why I had to get a new one.
Yeah, it was 80 gigs, Brian. That's 2 games.
That's The Witcher 3. That's The Witcher 3 and half of 15.
But that's still more than what the Wii U had, which makes no sense.
That's because Wii U games played off the disc like they were supposed to. That's gonna be my response every time. Like I don't know why you're exasperated.
No, I totally agree with you, George. Like that's a legitimate thing.
Yeah, but what if people don't want to play? What if people don't want to get discs?
What if people
You
don't want
get
to
it digitally and you get a hard
fucking
drive,
talk to you?
Yeah,
Like
but
you-
who wants to do that?
like you do for your Xbox Ones
And
your
your
PS4s.
2 terabyte PS4 that I'm going to have.
Why should I have to get a 2 terabyte?
You
I
got
mean,
it at 1 terabyte.
You don't have
Why
to.
not just go the extra step?
It's just
and pay
that you don't.
30?
but-
You could have just paid $30 extra for an extra terabyte, and you wouldn't have had to worry about anything ever again.
Brad, I'm not paying an extra $30 for something I'm not going to use.
Well, there you go.
Then don't complain, bitch.
All I'm talking about is 32 gigs of storage space.
And you're shitting on someone who's doing what they need to do to make that work. And ignoring the fact that Sony's doing the same thing, just in a different way.
By giving you 500 gigs? And a
No, by
terabyte?
not reading off the disk, but appropriately upping the size of their hard drive so that they can accommodate for that.
It's because
It's
no
the
one.
same.
The point Brian's trying to make is, yeah, 32 gigs isn't a lot, and yeah, 500 gigs is obviously more than 32, but you get 500 because nothing reads off the disk, and so like everything installs to your system. So with that logic, 32 gigs isn't enough to do what you need to do if you go digital on the Wii U. No more than 500 gigs isn't enough to do what you need to do on PS4. Evidently, because
500
we keep
gigs
talking
is
about how we had to delete stuff.
Continuously. That's why, you remember when I was like, oh, I can't wait to get Uncharted 4 off my PS4.
I mean, if I wasn't playing anything, I'd just delete it.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like the point he's making is that it's not enough, no matter what you do, no matter what you get it on.
I mean, with the terabyte now, I'd still do that.
everything's obsolete.
But you wouldn't have to do that, Shelly, because you've got a fucking
It doesn't
terabyte
matter.
now. You could save time and keep the game.
I'd still
like.
do it though.
But Shelly,
I don't want to see it on my. I don't want to see it on my
you
list.
can hide it in a folder.
I don't want to do the folder.
But then you're just being stupid. Like I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like that's what I did with mine. Like I don't see the games that I don't play anymore, but I still have them because I want to play them again one day.
Brian, you still keep your PS1 games on your PS3 that you still have for some reason.
Exactly. Because I won't be able to play them if I don't have that. I don't know why MGS1 doesn't download to a Vita.
Why doesn't MGS1 download to a Vita?
Like that's the only one. I
That's
don't
weird.
know. Like I can only play
Especially when you can get 2 and 3 on the Vita, like together.
Yeah, you can just bundle that shit.
Yeah. Why
But you
can't
can't
one download to a Vita?
I have no idea, but it's the only PS1 title that does not support the Vita.
I
Or the
kind
Vita
of
does not support
want to
that.
look that up. Is that like
But
a licensing thing? Can't be.
I don't think it is.
I mean, you can
I
still
think it
buy
just-
Peace Walker. Like
It
the
might just be an
PSP version of
emulation
Peace
thing.
Walker. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's an emulation thing because the Vita has pretty shitty PS1 emulation sometimes.
Rip.
Because it chopped, especially in FMV sequences. Like it like stops and starts, and it'll like freeze up a little bit. Like every time there's an FMV sequence, like in
It's
any
like
Final
a-
Fantasy I
To be
play.
fair, it was probably like that anyway.
No, it wasn't because
That sucks. You lost
PS1 games. I don't know.
because Morgana through. Yeah.
God hand.
But yeah, no, God Hands on PS4. Like, wow, crazy. I want that. God Hands a good game.
Let me look up what's on this shit. Because there has to be like an E3 sale going on tomorrow.
I don't think it happened till like after the fact.
No, the E3 sale won't start till after the fact.
Yeah,
It won't start till after Sony's conference.
like, chill out.
'Cause that's
Brian.
kinda
The
why I
only
was
people-
like-
the
Because
only
the
people
PS
going tomorrow are EA. Like, nothing exciting is happening yet. Like,
the store won't even update till Tuesday.
yeah,
Yeah, like, I'm honestly just kind of like about. I don't know if I want to spend like money like this week on the PSN sale that that they're gonna have.
you're gonna have to anyway to fulfill that bet.
Yeah, it depends what they have.
You
I'm
gotta
not
carry
buying
that
it
way.
digitally. I'm just buying it whenever I go up there.
gonna carry that way.
Go up where? Wait, buying what?
Detroit, you dumb fuck.
Buying what?
The PS Plus that I owe you.
PS Plus.
I know. You already owe me PS Plus.
That he's gonna
Yeah, I
owe
know.
you.
I'm just saying it because if I'm right, I'll be like, oh, it's in your face. But like, I know it's an
Wait, what was the bet? Oh yeah, never mind. I remember the bet.
Yeah.
I had already forgot what the bet was.
Every time I see this Claire extended cut, I think it's Catherine, and I get sad.
I'd be hyped for a Catherine sequel.
What
That
did you
would
even
mean
be?
I don't know. That would imply Atlas is giving us something we want.
Wait, Brian, why do you have to wait all the way to get till then to get the PS Plus, but you just buy it off Amazon?
I don't want to buy it off Amazon. That's too much work. I could just
No, it
go
is
up there
not.
when
It
I'm
takes
with you.
all- It takes
Because
all
you know I'm
10
going to the
seconds.
GameStop up there, right? Well, as soon as I go up there, because I'm going to go and buy it from my favorite store and give George business.
Do you know what I do when it's my friend's birthdays? I go, oh shit, what am I gonna get? Oh, I'll go on Amazon. Up, 10 seconds. Up, PSN card. Up. I give.
Yeah,
them the
don't
code.
even worry about the Plus with me because I've already bought a year. I don't need it. Like, if you're going to get me anything, just get me like a PS Plus thing.
It's 3 more months.
You don't need to get me 3 more months. Just get me like
You'll have a year and 3 months.
just give me like a $20 PSN card. That's
You'll
all I
have, a
need,
year, you'll have a year and 3 months.
and I'll use it on Overwatch DLC.
You mean loot boxes?
No,
Because that's the only thing you're.
I know.
That's the only thing you
I
can
was
buy
being
with
facetious.
actual money.
I'm gonna give you
I
a
was
PSN
being-
card. It's gonna say only for Rocket League.
What am I gonna buy for $20 with Rocket League?
Rocket League.
I have Rocket League for free.
And
Why would I buy it?
that way, whenever you run out of PS
I'll
Plus,
buy it.
you'll-
I'll tell you what. I'll use it on Shovel Knight. I'll use it on Shovel Knight on my Vita,
Like when you first
Brian.
walk in.
or I'll use it to get like Innocent Sin.
Brian, you already have it for Vita. When you bought it for PS, when you had it for PlayStation Plus for the PS4.
No, I'm talking about Shovel Knight, you dipshit, not Rocket League. Also, Rocket League's not on the Vita.
No, I was talking about Shovel Knight.
I don't have Shovel Knight. We bought
Oh.
Rogue Legacy.
Oh yeah, same game.
No, it's not. It's not even close.
Both with knights. Both
No,
with doubles.
one has a Hokage in it.
One does have a Hokage.
I won't ever forget unlocking that. You're like, what the fuck?
Why you hit me? Oh, you want me to do this?
Believe it.
Okay.
I
What's
got
the
to the
social
final
link
boss
with
of that game, and I never could beat it. It's okay. I gave up.
Basically,
Man,
can I
it's
get
never
out of here? Okay.
Back when we had friends.
Kakoi
Yep.
Kubushi.
Back when it wasn't just you and me and George.
Back when we used to get really sad at your apartment.
Yeah, because shit would have happened to me, and I'd be like, George, help me. It's really sad when I tell someone a story of like how good of friends you and I are, and I have to bring up how every time we got drunk at my house, we'd end up singing Snake Eater and almost crying.
Snake Eater is a good song.
It is. I told that story. They're like, wow, like,
I mean,
wow,
it's a
what
power
a good,
line, but
what a good guy.
What a
But yeah.
Dark.
Any other like big predictions that we have as far as E3 goes?
In the category of stuff we didn't want but are gonna.
we're gonna see Sucker Punch's new game probably.
You mean Red Dead?
I said Sucker Punch.
Yeah, Red Dead.
That's Rockstar.
That's Rock.
Yeah, I know, Red Dead.
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
positive they said they weren't gonna be it. Wait,
No, Red Dead will
They're
be.
not- no, they're not gonna be at E3
Why not?
because they're bigger than E3.
Oh,
They're as big as E3.
No, they're bigger than E3.
Yeah, you're right. Red Dead will just get announced like 3 days before. Be like, hey, by the way, this is our game. Bye bye. And then it'll drop, and then people pay for it forever, like they do GTA 5.
It's been delayed anyway, so it'll probably.
People still fucking buy GTA like 2 and 3. and like PS2, like,
My friend-
greatest hits.
My friend who just bought her PS4, she bought GTA 5, 4, San Andreas, and something else.
5 still sells for full price everywhere.
She got the bundle for something. She said, "I'm gonna give you 5." I was like, "You can't gift it to me." Also, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't ever want to play a fucking Grand Theft Auto game. I've had no interest in it from the day I saw it.
Oh,
The only thing that I saw over at my cousin's house, he was like, he would do the cheat codes where you get to drop a tank in. I was like, that's funny, and that was it.
4 is backwards compatible on the Xbone.
What?
GTA 4 is backwards compatible on Xbox.
Oh, I was
One.
like, I think you talking about PS4 games right now? Like bullshit,
No.
bullshit.
Huh.
Sure am, Eddie.
Sure, buddy.
Xbox One has no new games that are all PC games. What about Destiny 2? That's already out, isn't it?
No, that's gonna be shown at PlayStation.
I thought Destiny 2 was coming out.
It is, but it's gonna be shown at PlayStation.
That's true. How many games do you actually think will be announced at Xbox that aren't Forza 5 or what at Forza whatever?
I know Cuphead better not get canceled or delayed.
It probably won't be. What if Cuphead was like an
I mean, it got delayed to make it into a platformer.
I'll kill somebody if I don't get Cuphead. Like, that's legitimately my last Xbox One game.
Is it Xbox only?
No,
Xbone PC, but I mean that's a given.
Xbox,
That's
Xbox
like
has no exclusives.
that's like PS4 Vita.
True.
But yeah,
Wow, it really is like the Vita and PS4.
Yeah, but if I don't get Cuphead, then that's it. My Xbox One is a glorified 360 / Killer Instinct Tekken 7 machine.
My PS3 is one big Metal Gear Solid machine plus Arena.
So I do with Drew's. He plays more on it, obviously, but
I was like, he doesn't have a PS4 yet, does he?
no.
Wait, so why do you play Tekken 7 on the Xbox One?
It was what they gave it to me on. It's a free copy that I got from work. It was what they gave it on. I didn't have a choice.
I'm pretty sure the better players on PlayStation.
Huh?
I'm pretty positive the better players on PlayStation.
Well, I mean, until I decide that I have the money for a copy and then I want to spend money on a copy, like,
Didn't they just give it to you for free? Can't you just sell it back to the store?
no, it's a digital.
Oh, well, that's fucked.
Oh, like a bitch.
Yep.
Let's see. How many? Well, back to the original question. How many new games do you think will be announced for Xbox on Scorpio besides Forza and FIFA?
See, no, I'm not even counting
You
those.
talking about on the Scorpio specifically or the Xbox?
They're for every one of them because they won't be exclusive.
What new IPs do you think they're gonna have to be?
Yeah. Like, I need you to specify your question greatly.
How many new IPs do you think they will announce
Okay.
for this new console wave to help it sell?
Okay.
I'm gonna
My
go.
money is on 3.
I'm about to say I'm gonna say 3.
I'm gonna say 2, and 1 is like your third one. Instead, is gonna be an offshoot of a pre-existing one, or some kind of weird crossover one.
It's gonna be that, and the other ones are probably timed exclusives.
Yeah,
That would actually make a lot of sense.
yeah. I'd say timed exclusives, or like third party, but we got this exclusivity deal. Like, it won't be from Microsoft. It'd be like a Ubisoft title or something that
like Microsoft has no first party studios except for like
They got 343 Industries.
they
with
got
Halo,
343 and the two
and then
studios that do Forza. Oh, and
isn't
Gears.
they got what? Who is it? Epic that does Gears of War?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay,
Never
yeah,
played one.
Microsoft and
Oh,
Microsoft
and
Studios.
they own Mojang, but Mojang's doing everything. For
You can
Mahjong?
still get Minecraft on everything,
yeah,
even
so
though.
that'd be really stupid of them to make that exclusive. Actually,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, bro, Minecraft is out on the Switch now. Like, but yeah, no, I say two. I say two with an offshoot, or like, yeah, some third party stuff.
okay. Hey, I've heard some people predict that since Sony got the exclusive rights to Spider-Man, that Microsoft's gonna get exclusive rights to DC.
No.
I was like, oh my god,
Mm-mm.
please don't ever let that happen.
They wouldn't.
No. They can't.
If they scooped up DC, that would mean having to get Warner Brothers Interactive too, and WB ain't going.
WB Montreal.
WB
What
ain't
about
gonna
that
let
new
that
axe
go.
creed?
Yeah,
That
here
new
it is.
Egyptian axe creed. Axe creed.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty positive WB Montreal is making a new Batman game.
Hey, y'all, hold on real quick. Hello? What's up, man? Our boy, the oh word?
Put shiz on my nizzle.
Shelly, don't swear on stream.
Oh, full shizzle.
Hey, turn up.
Sparkly.
Sparkle.
Yes.
Did I just quote a Nostalgia Critic episode? Jesus Christ.
Let's see. The three of us, Scotty, maybe Nick
Nostalgia
Knight.
Critic
I'm not seeing
your review always makes me laugh.
10 would be dicey. Cause I don't know if like Seth and Cole from Enterprise will be coming. Yeah, like they yeah. Oh, really? All right, cool.
Oh, Brian, did you see his review for Blade?
Let's see.
Did you see the new Deadpool versus Cell video that Team 4 Star just put up?
Who's he asking about?
No.
Well, it's out there. I'm watching it now.
Okay. If Seth and Cole from
Oh, hey, look.
Enterprise come, then
Deadpool
that's
versus Cell.
them.
It's 6 minutes long.
I'm trying to start as early as noon. I'm trying to like get doors open and people in as early as noon. Yeah.
You're one of those X-Mans.
Did we start it at the same time?
Yeah.
5 venue, 5 entry. Understandable. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. The boys miss him. Need to come crack open this cold one. All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
Oh my god.
Nap.
Look, okay.
Andrew Garfield.
I'm running this tournament out the house tomorrow, and a longtime member of the community who has since left us is maybe
It's been like a.
maybe showing up tomorrow.
Oh, it's Maryland.
What are y'all doing?
We're watching Deadpool versus Cell.
Oh my god. But yeah. Nah, that was that phone call. My bad.
Where is my arm?
Hey, he said my name.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's weak to nuclear. That my mind is too fast for eyes. All right then. Well. Yeah, so that's Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We say it's Sony. Nintendo.
I couldn't possibly predict anything for Nintendo.
I could.
Oh. Someone will dress up like cats.
If they port. Actually,
Right.
if they ported 3D World to the Switch, I'd be alright with that.
It's pretty safe to assume that every Wii U game in existence is going to the Switch.
I'm about it. Under the category of things we didn't ask for but we're gonna get anyway, I put that release date for Detective Pikachu.
Damn.
Because Danny DeVito is not voicing, so you know. That's it. The meme is dead, the dream is dead.
Yeah. EA, if you ever want to do that Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup 2,
They don't.
just show that and you win E3.
They're gonna be too busy gracing us with Battlefield 1 DLC.
Oh, God. Who doesn't love Bilk?
What about Ubisoft?
Oh,
I know, like
Creed?
before I answered the phone, like Booty Creed got brought up.
it's going to be in Egypt.
One step closer to Assassin's Creed: The Prince of Persia.
Oh my God, I still haven't played Assassin's Creed since that last time I played it.
That's fair.
I'm still only like 30 minutes into Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I hate the way it feels so much. It just feels so clunky.
Really?
All right, well, I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Yeah, I just went ahead and stopped it.
Yeah, I watched it, and like, there's a lot of jokes that I just couldn't hear, but it seemed funny.
It was too loud. You couldn't read.
Yeah, but yeah, as far as would there be any like exclusive Nintendo IPs that they would just pop in on us
No,
that we haven't seen yet?
no.
As in, like, out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Nah, not unless we got those Metroid games. Other than that, it's a lot of pushing arms in Splatoon. Like, they're gonna be invitational tournaments for those during E3. Pushing a bunch of arms in Splatoon, showing the last of the 3DS titles. I say the last of the 3DS titles
It's
because it is
Pokemon.
low key looking that way.
I mean, they're losing support for it, but also they just made a new 3DS model.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
A new
It's hard to tell. Yeah.
Which is way better than the new 3DS.
I need Square Enix to quit trying to make 6 games at once so we can get like The World Ends with You 2 one day. Caitlin, you're not gonna get KH3.
I'm gonna need Square Enix to take on about 10 more projects without releasing any of the shit that they got now.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna need Square Enix to just go ahead and focus on Hitman games. Oh wait, they took off that studio.
What, they took off Eidos?
Yeah, they took them off.
Really?
They split.
Ooh. But my Tomb Raider.
Yeah, they
Am
still
I-
got Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah, like
Am I-
that's a Square Enix thingy.
And my Deus Ex gonna give it to you.
I mean, they're not satisfied with how Tomb Raider sold, though.
I mean, I wouldn't be either because no one wanted it because it was a timed exclusive for a year on Xbox. Everyone lost interest in that game because they already saw playthroughs of it or they played
Xbox
it there.
needed to get that timed exclusive so they could compete with Uncharted. Kappa.
Yeah. Like, no one was going. No, I didn't give a fuck about Tomb Raider when it came out because it looked cool in the trailers, but then it was a year before I got it again, and by that time I just.
Yo,
I'm assuming that's how it was for everyone else.
You know what I want from EA? Sims 5. Let's go.
You know what I want from EA? South Park and the Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, that's Ubisoft.
I know.
Wow.
I forgot who made it.
How, Brian? How?
I forget.
I didn't
Hold on.
find the other one I told you.
I might go ahead and pre-order Fractured Butthole so that I can play Stick of Truth again.
Oh,
Because that thing's still going on.
Yeah. I think I'll do that. That sounds like a good idea.
What's
play
that?
play without all the frame rate issues and everything.
I mean, you don't know that they won't be there.
No, they're not.
You don't know though.
It's because that game wasn't optimized for the PS3.
It was optimized for the PC.
It was optimized for the 360.
What game?
Stick of Truth.
Truth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe it. PS3 just be hurting, dog.
And then we get that RPG Maker game from Square Enix.
Oh, hey, you guys remember that game Dreams? From Media Molecule?
I remember the title, but I don't remember anything it was about.
the one where you just make shit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That game's gonna flop so hard.
Oh.
It's going to be like that game, Everything.
Unless somehow they make it a VR game. I don't know why they just didn't let Media Molecule do that anyway.
That's what we're gonna get for No Man's Sky.
Unless that's what it's gonna be.
No Man's Sky 2.
Yeah, Sony's not letting them back up on the stage.
Square Enix doesn't deserve another
You're
press
only
conference
supposed to-
or another conference after that disaster last year or 2 years ago.
Wait,
Got
Square Enix had a
red
conference
because
last year?
close to
It was 2 years ago. It was when they announced Nier
Yeah.
with the
So-
guy with a fucking moon head.
What all did they
Yoko
show?
Taro. It was what was it? Near K8
It was Nier, KH3,
15.
and KH Unchained Key.
Yeah,
Okay,
Unchained
no.
Key. Swear 15 was that
Um,
year too.
Yeah.
'Cause
And it was
wasn't
a
that the-
disaster of a conference.
Yeah,
That was the
I-
one where the guy was like "fuck" in the background, and you heard the translator, and then they replaced him immediately. It was like the
Yeah.
Nintendo one, but even worse.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like,
was
that
bad
was
too.
a nightmare.
Cause that was the year. That was the year everybody was like, well, what the heck is happening to Versus 13? And we're not gonna get anything for KH. And then they were just like, all right, well,
No, they already rebranded it to Final Fantasy 15. They did that in like 2013.
okay, they showed that at Sony. I never know what Square Enix shows because like that same year when Square Enix had a conference, they went through the trouble of having a conference and still showed stuff at Sony's.
Yeah, because that's the smart thing to do. There are going to be more people watching the Sony conference than there will be watching the Square Enix conference.
I remember there was one where they like focused a shit ton on 14 on A Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that.
I saw PC's conference last year. Bruh.
What?
You watched the PC conference?
I watched PC Games E3 conference.
So what'd they show?
Let me tell you.
League of Legends?
I don't even remember.
That was
I was that out of it.
World of Warcraft?
Which makes me mad because it's a good platform, but as far as what they showed,
It was
like,
just all in-browser games like Farmville.
10 minutes of it wasn't even like conference. It was like, we got the so-and-so Steam challenge. So we're going to have 2 people come up and we're going to see who can put the most Steam games in their wallet, and whoever like has the most or has the most expensive one gets all of that for free or some mess like that. I don't remember.
Oh my god. You guys remember the Steam machine?
No.
There's one sitting in our living room.
Are you serious? Who bought that?
Well, like, Steam machines were for real just repurposed PCs that like ran Windows 10 but also had Steam OS on them for the most part. Like Kevin had one and he had a spare one, and Jahari scooped that up, and Jahari uses that for his PC. Like that's what we used to do that 24-hour stream on when New Year's hit. We just hooked up the Elgato and everything.
George, how many of those have you ever sold at GameStop?
That's a trick question.
We never carried them.
Uh-huh.
No. I remember seeing them in there.
No, you didn't.
I saw them in there.
You always asked about that because you were being a smart ass.
Because I saw them up there.
No, you didn't. You just wanted to. You wanted to make fun of someone who was.
That's what you saw.
You wanted to fucking make fun of anyone who bought.
Y'all didn't have it. You just had
that was exactly what it was.
You saw display boxes. You ain't see the real thing. If it was at any point,
I just came up there and said, I want to buy a Steam machine.
If it was at any
I think
point
you did.
after,
I think you joked about that one night when when we were like buying Smash or something. You're like, I want this, and the guy looked at you like you were a fucking idiot.
I think I told him I wanted
A Wii U.
I think I said I wanted Pokemon on the Vita.
Yeah, that was what it was. Oh Jesus!
Y'all are awful.
He's awful. I didn't do it. I was buying something.
You let him.
I can't not let him. That'd be like saying I let him drop out of school. I didn't give a fuck. The first time I asked him, Shelly, shouldn't you be doing homework around midterms? He's like, yeah. I never asked him that question again. I knew exactly what was going to happen. That was the first and last time I worried about it.
Sure am, Eddie.
Anyway.
Okay, but yeah, I think that's
Anyway,
it for predictions. Do we have anything else that we really want to see, like, or just fantasy wishes that do impossibly like want them to happen, but they won't?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts. I want to say that, but I really do think we're getting a release date, so I won't jinx it.
That's a fantasy right there, dog.
It
buy
is
the key?
Fantasy RPG.
It's his Final Fantasy.
Go buy the key.
I really want to see a Vita 2.
Hey, yeah, we should get one of those.
Maybe we'll get a rumor of it. But yeah, I would love that, and that's my wish. Now, what do you guys think?
I'm keeping my faith alive for FIFA Street 2.
Okay, Shelly. Well, that's a good dream to have.
Oh, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, Shelly. I mean, George. Fuck.
A new F-Zero game would be nice.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you know what would be amazing if someone just walked out on Sony's stage and said, "We're going to show you this new exclusive," and all you hear is da 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 da, and it's an Avatar game.
You know, it would be awesome if they're just like, we're going to show you this new exclusive.
And then
And then
Don't show any gameplay footage. We're going to share this new exclusive next time at E3.
that was on that bingo chart we made. Stuff we asked for, but not stuff we didn't ask for, but we're gonna get anyway. And it's like a bunch of games with no gameplay footage.
Yeah. It's just concept art that they show. Like at the Nintendo conference. Oh, God.
Look, bro, we in there now.
I mean, you're going to get more gameplay footage because it's been like 6 months since the Switch. Well, 4 months. 4 months since the Switch came out, right? Or 3? 3, because it's June. It came out March 19th. So yeah, the Switch has been out for like
a while.
3 months and nothing else. But yeah, that's our predictions, guys. And like I said, George, will you be able to stream with us?
This man has said no.
Yeah. I was like, because that's when
you've been flaky. You haven't given me an outright no. So me and Shelly will stream.
I was like, pretty much no. I was like, no.
Now, when you say we're gonna stream, you just mean like we're gonna watch it and we're streaming at the same time, or we're gonna somehow show it while it's happening?
No, we're gonna watch it and talk at the same time.
Okay.
You're gonna
We're gonna need your channel.
Oh.
Unless you want to make that new channel now.
At this moment.
Nah. Not like right now at this moment.
No, yeah, you got like 3 days.
I was finna say, give me Sunday and I'll do it. But you have to remind me because I will forget.
All right.
I love my wife and kids.
You don't have a wife.
He's talking about the show.
I'm talking about the show, bro.
Also, that is a good show.
Like, you don't really appreciate that show until you go back and rewatch it. Just for
I was gonna say, you said that like it was still. I was about to be like, is this still going?
Well, like you reminded me when you said nah.
Yeah.
Because
Nah.
last year at some point I just decided, hey, I'm gonna rewatch some of my wife and kids.
Oh yeah, Far Cry 5. We forgot about that.
I don't care about Far Cry 5.
I don't either. Let's move on.
Wow. That didn't take long at all.
That's why I brought it up.
Oh, I think a new Splinter Cell's coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Might fool with that.
Boy, ain't that nice.
I mean, you saying that to be a douche, but
Black Panther trailer just came out.
Chadwick Boseman, boys.
All right, guys, let's live react to it.
Black Panther. I don't like the way I said black.
I don't like the way you said black.
Panther.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you both for that. All right, watching it now.
Hold on.
Well,
All right.
y'all are watching it now. I'm watching Caitlyn beat up on Norn.
Wait, Brian, which one are you watching?
The domestic trailer #1 that IGN just put out.
Y'all live react for me.
Oh, okay. I went to YouTube. Like normal people.
No, I'm on YouTube, but IGN's channel just put it out, you dipshit.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah, you know we're officially unofficial with
Yeah, we don't care who we watch from.
you know we're officially unofficial with your boys at IGN.
We officially don't give a fuck.
Hey, it's Smeagol.
Andy
Ain't that-
Serkis?
Ain't that?
That's not Andy Serkis. That's fucking Martin Freeman, you dipshit.
The
Wow.
other guy in the chair is Andy Serkis.
Oh, it is Andy Serkis, isn't it? It's hard to tell.
All I see is Garudine.
Man, this scene's dark.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to make that joke.
You stop that.
I'm going to stop it right now.
Hey, switch out real quick. Like,
Oh my god, the logo's
Triangle.
dark and black. This movie's
R1.
gonna be black.
Okay, yeah.
It's got hip hop. It's black.
Yep. Oh, God. They're doing it.
go back to Hellbiker. Yeah, pick him.
Marvel might be racist.
Moragion.
You know they're racist. They're marketing to the urban market. Oh, my God.
That and they're owned by Disney. Nah, my computer.
Did they just reuse that shot from Civil War?
Probably.
It almost felt like that.
I feel like you didn't need to have this bumping bass line to make this movie
Yeah, you
feel like it's about black people.
but that's what they did.
Like I'm being honest. Like I feel like you just didn't need that, like for whatever reason, but they put it in. So
I mean, if you want to make any trailer bumping, you throw in "Power" by Kanye West, and that's it, dog.
yeah,
that
that's
or
all you
Power
need.
Line.
Or Ballroom Blitz,
No.
but that doesn't make it bumping. That just makes it stupid. Suicide Squad was stupid.
I'm like never watching Suicide Squad again.
It wasn't good.
Jeremy
I can't.
wanted to roll by and take a look at the
I mean,
comments.
I liked Harley Quinn and I liked Will Smith and I liked
You
Captain
liked all
Boomerang.
the A-list actors and
and
actresses.
I liked El Diablo. I liked all them. I didn't like the story. I liked Amanda Waller. I just didn't like the story. The story was fucking stupid. And you could tell that it was written in 6 weeks.
Now, technically.
You could tell it was written. Jesus.
That sounds like a stream.
But they said Suicide Squad 2 is going into production in 2018. I'm like, oh, okay.
They can stop all of
that's,
that.
that's further than 6 weeks away, so I think we'll be okay.
No, they'll rewrite the script. The script.
They're gonna wait till 6 weeks before the final production day.
Oh shit, we don't have a script.
And they're gonna let's just replace all the Jared Leto scenes with scenes of Jaden Smith from The Karate Kid.
Okay. Oh god. Let's take out all these Joker scenes that everyone wants to see.
With a Joker that's not even that good.
I mean, I couldn't judge him because he's barely in it.
Exactly.
They just bring back Jack Nicholson.
They fucking revive Heath Ledger from the grave to give a performance.
Oh man, don't disrespect that man like
I'm not
that.
disrespecting
Why
him.
would
I
you
want
put him in that movie?
I
Why
want him
would you put him in that movie, Brian?
to give him peace.
You disrespecting him
George,
by
come on,
putting him in that film.
George,
Anyway.
this is the same guy who thinks that The Dark Knight Rises is better than The Dark Knight.
Oh, I didn't say it was better. I just think I like it better.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's a cut.
All right, bitch.
I'm
Catwoman's sexy as fuck, and Hathaway is sexy.
I mean, you're right.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Halle Berry.
No,
I mean,
no. Let's put that behind us. That's a
right,
stream.
guys. Yeah. We'll see you again during E3.
And it'll be me and Shelly because George doesn't love us.
Say all that.
It's okay. We'll make sure that we get you content.
I mean,
Notice how he didn't deny it.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
not
definitely.
that I don't. I do.
We'll
I just
definitely
had already made plans,
live react to Sony, me and Shelly, as it happens.
and then I'll hop on after and be like, "Wow, did you guys see that? That was cool."
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this happened, and then this happened, and then Brian had to give Shelly $25. And
$20 first off, bitch.
Yeah.
Bumping it up.
Yeah, read off everything I say
Well, I
in the
mean,
group
PS
chat,
Plus,
except don't
3
read
months of
off
PS
everything I
Plus
say
doesn't
in the
cost
group chat.
$20. Cost $25.
All right, then, guys.
Cut the live stream.
Okay.